Hi there, good people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. 4 a.m. here on the dot almost in Dhaka. No longer winter, so officially lights are off. All this time you've been seeing light was going on, like at the back, it was basically for winter, a little bit of festive mood, but now it's already hot and humid. So basically, we're entering official barbecue, like self barbecue sort of a zone. And we're going to be sweating a lot. Life is going to be difficult. It's not funny, but it's going to happen. So those who living in hot condition, hopefully you can hear me. Mic is on, yes. So I'll be doing more summer oriented list reviews, individual. I'll mix it up. So today, after a long time, I'm bringing back one of the most popular topic on fragrance community. Most of the people will say, hey, it's boring at this point. What's the point of reviewing these fragrances again? But from time to time, new people, new entrants are coming in the group, and they are looking to get some good alternatives to some popular fragrances which are very expensive. So such a fragrance is called Aventus, my one of my favorite fragrances. And I have a little bit of juice left on this vintage bottle, 2015, I think. And I think this is one of the like big fragrance in community. People just absolutely have a huge fan base of this. The smoky batch, especially mine is a fruity batch, and I use this like once in a while in special occasion because it's really special. The pineapple, the birch, a little bit of darkness. Okay, so it has some alternatives like Aventus for her, or if you think of Aventus cologne, but again, these are expensive. So there are some fragrances which are a little bit more affordable than these. So I'm going to show you from my pick 10 alternatives to Aventus updated for 2023. Some of them are not straight up clones. Okay, watch the video and then do comment. Without seeing the video, do not say, hey, this is not a clone of that. I know sometimes I'm not doing that. I'm just trying to give an alternative. Okay, so I don't have everything, so make sure you know that whatever I have, this is the resource. Okay, so number 10, I'll go with the very first basic fragrance which got compared to Aventus with that pineapple leaf accord, which is this Jaguar Vision for Men. This is the very first one. It's a bit rare to find now, at least in my country. I don't see it that much. I used to have one bottle. I sold it off. Then I got this recent times, like last year. And I think it's a fantastic fragrance, good longevity. It's not a clone of Aventus. Okay, let me just clarify this. This smells like a very fruity, fresh, like very uplifting, little bit of green leafy vibe. And it's very affordable. Still, Jaguar fragrance is not that expensive, but it will be a challenge to find it. But if you find it somewhere, give it a sniff. If you want like a budget version of Aventus or get a feel of Aventus, you will get it from this one, Jaguar Vision for Men. Check out my review on all these fragrances. I have full review and coverage. Number 9 is a new entrant. I think I never showed this in the previous list. Maybe I forgot if I did, but check this out. This is called Swiss Arabian Intense Pride. Okay, so this fragrance comes with a very beautiful bottle, very beautiful presentation. They have quite a few in this line. One is a clone of Ultra Male, one is a clone of Lacoste, Blanc, or a few of the other ones, like 3 or 4. This one, it's a hidden gem. This is the underrated one no one talks about. This has really nice vibes of Aventus. It's very, very long lasting, and it's really fruity. Actually, to be honest, it has a little bit of darkness too. If you like a little bit of darkness with that Aventus DNA, definitely give it a sniff. But this is a little bit more pricey than some of the next ones, so I put it at number 9. Okay, Intense Pride, very fine polished fragrance. Okay, similar to Aventus. Number 8, one of the top sellers currently. If you search on internet, you'll find this fragrance gets a lot of love, and a lot of people search for this fragrance. This is called Mont Blanc Explorer. This was, I feel, a little bit overhyped for what it is, but it's okay. The main reason this fragrance got hype and one of the more expensive Mont Blanc is that they said this is selling a lot. So whatever is top seller, they wouldn't reduce the price very quickly. I don't know how much it's going for now, but I remember it was $165 to $70, and Mont Blanc usually a $35, $40 budget. So why is it expensive? Because it has that popular, famous Aventus DNA, and I think this is very fruity, very fresh, clean. All of them, if you smell them, if you give it to untrained nose, they will say it's the same fragrance, but we know the subtle difference. It got this nice little bamboo sort of lemony vibe, has a little bit juicy. Performance, it's, I would say, average, not that great, but you can look at it because it's got a nice bottle, and it's called Mont Blanc Explorer. Number 8. Number 7, I prefer over number 8. Obviously, this is how the list goes. And the next one is from House of Mercedes-Benz. Okay, two car companies back to back. I think after Jaguar, this is Mercedes-Benz Select. Okay, this perfume is one of the fragrance I said dream come true. I smelled this in one of the shops called Parfum, and I sprayed on the paper. It lasted very long time on the paper in my wallet, but on my skin, it's okay. It's a little bit above average, but better than a Mont Blanc Explorer. But the best thing is the way it smells. This stuff is one of my most favorite. I can put this on anytime. It's safe. It's so lovely. It's, how to say, if you actually wanted to imagine pineapple, like substituted by lemon, that's what you get from this bergamot lemon. Very clean, very nice. The musk is beautiful. It's a little bit different than Explorer, and it has its own thing going as well. So I really love the bottle as well. If you look for a good deal, I think that would be fantastic, but usually these are a little bit more expensive. So this is called Mercedes-Benz Select. You can definitely try it. Performance is above average. So number 6, and we hit top 5. Number 6 is a fragrance. It's really good, very good. Number from here on, everything is so solid. This should have been perhaps number top 5, but nah, the top 5 is very, very strong. This one could have been in top 5. Okay, this is called Haramain Lavender Intense. Okay, so I don't like this bottle. It's kind of has the cheap feel, and then the bottle, that sometimes this part comes off. It's hard to hold, but the original Lavender, which was released like long time back, was already a good substitute for Aventus. Lasts a long time, more fruity, more clean. Imagine that Lavender has double the strength. That's what you're gonna get from this extremely beast mode. Only problem is if you buy this from Haramain, it's gonna cost you a lot of money. I heard in States somewhere you get this for 35, 40 bucks. Not in our case. If I go to Haramain, it's gonna cost me 85, around that dollar range, within $100. So it makes a little bit expensive bargain for what it is, but I actually prefer, if price is not an issue, this is high quality juice. Okay, Lavender Intense by Haramain. Check it out. Very, very beast mode. And that's actually a very close, one of the closest substitute to Aventus. Okay, so top 5. I'll start with this tank. Okay, this is called Armaf Club de Nuit Intense Man. This is Parfum. So this line, crazy. EDT, EDP, Parfum, oil, limited edition, special edition, so many. And they have the flanker to the flankers of these kind of bottles, which are clone of something else, but this remains one of the best value. Okay, if you get this, this one doesn't have the opening of Aventus exactly. It has its own lemony opening, but very, very polished, very, very polished. No longer that harsh lemon note that you get in CDNIM EDT. Okay, I like EDP a lot. Parfum EDP very, very close, but Parfum is just the most smooth, extremely long lasting. Okay, very long lasting, all year round you can use it. This is my number 5 top seller and Armaf's money maker. Number 4, let me show you this one, another king, Afnan Suprimacy, Not Only Intense. Okay, the name is a little bit cheesy. Like sometimes I feel this name could have been a little bit better, like Stronger With You, Intensely, Absolutely. When I hear those names, I'm like, they ran out of ideas. That's what I feel with this. But Not Only Intense, anyway. But when I got this, I said this is the best alternative to Creed's Aventus. Easy, any day. And you saw it. It's actually beaten sort of like CDNIM. If you talk about the quality of the juice, performance wise, they are sort of a tie. But I prefer this DNA. This is beautiful. And the presentation this comes in, you have to pay a little bit more money, $65, $70, but it's worth that money for the presentation. So this is definitely number 4, Afnan Suprimacy, Not Only Intense. The name kind of weird, but the fragrance is dope. So now top 3. So top 3 are, I think, if you can get rid of the rest, if I just say as an assumption or theoretically, these 3, if you want to keep, these 3 will be excellent alternative to Aventus. They are not straight up clone of Aventus. No, they're not. But they made the top 3. Why? Because they have some creativity. They have their own thing, and they're much better value proposition than Aventus any day. Okay, you may agree, you may not agree, but the price that you have to pay for Aventus nowadays for a decent batch is around $1,000, which is crazy. So number 3, guess what? New baby, Armaf Club de Nuit Intense. Armaf Club de Nuit Urban Man Elixir, and there's no intense. This officially is a better DNA than CDNIM. Okay, I'm telling you, and I'll explain to you why. I'm not saying those are bad, but those are obviously obvious Aventus. This one has mix of Aventus and Sauvage. You get this blue DNA. At the same time, you get the pineapple, lemony, Aventus vibe. In the opening, it's so juicy, it's so refreshing, and it's a sort of like a breath of fresh air. Okay, if you want to upgrade from CDNIM and you want a little bit more interesting smelling fragrance, this is it. Okay, and it's little bit more expensive, but it's worth the money. Okay, Armaf Club Nuit, Urban, Elixir, Man. Check it out. That's number 3. Okay, number 2 and number 1. Number 2 is this Cedrat Boise Intense, and this is Extra Day Parfum. So you noticed I did not put CDNIM Original. I did not put Cedrat Boise Original because I picked sort of like, even in the Lavender Original I did not pick. I sort of went with, you know, the more intense version. This is more intense version of the Cedrat Boise. Okay, this juice, it's so juicy. You imagine literally like 3 bottles of Cedrat Boise sort of punched into one. So thick, so juicy. At times you get nose fatigue. You do not detect it, but it's there. Trust me. One of the best Mancera ever produced. Even the original Mancera Cedrat Boise is so lovely, but this power, it's undeniable. Okay, number 2 is Cedrat Boise Intense by Mancera. Last but not least, what won this whole list and leads the way? This by no means is an Aventus clone. Most people will smell this and Aventus next to each other. They will say, no, they are different fragrances. Of course, I do agree. But it also has the pineapple accord. It has its own sort of creamy vibe, and it has beast mode longevity. Even after reformulation, I get fantastic performance from this. It's Nishane Hacivat. Okay, these are expensive, but cheaper still. For a niche fragrance, it's way cheaper than Aventus. Okay, Aventus minimum you have to pay about $450, $550. This one you can get 100, 150. But what you get from the packaging, the 100 ml, beautiful packaging, beautiful smell. I love the creaminess of it. That's where it is different. It's different than Aventus. I used to hate this juice when it came out first. I was like, I'm not falling for this hype. I love Ani, I love Oolong Cha, I love some of the other ones, the Sultan Vetiver. But slowly this became one of my favorites. And actually the whole house is quality. Just like Mancera, Nishane is another quality house. Anything you get from them, you are ensured to get quality, longevity. So number 1, good alternative to Aventus, I would say Nishane Hacivat. So what do you feel about the list? And do you agree with me? What's your number 1? If I missed something, do also let us know, like Pineapple Vintage line. I used to have one, but I don't have it anymore. If I had, I would show. So thanks so much for watching, and hopefully you produce us with some more alternatives to Aventus. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.